Hey guys, it's Miss Mint here and welcome back to another speed build. Now today I am going to be building an airport for you and I am super excited, oh my gosh, to share this with you because I am really proud of this and I'm going to put my hands up and say I am proud of this build. Like, I'm really happy with how it turned out. It was around 5 hours of building, I think, like more or less. Everything added together, all of the clips added up to 5 hours, so hence why it's in 2 separate parts. This is part 1. Part 2 will be coming shortly. I'm going to try not leave like too big a gap between the 2 videos, but yeah, this is part 1, which is the exterior, and it is like most of the bottom floor. Yeah, like most of the bottom floor, like three quarters of the bottom floor, and that's that. I guess it consists of a parking lot, like a parking area block, and a terminal, so where you have all your check-in areas and your cafes and your restaurants and your shops. Well, it doesn't have a restaurant in, but it has like a cafe kind of eating area. Your security, your departure lounge, things like that are in like the main big building. Then to the left of that is the parking lot, which I've said. And in front of that is the air traffic control tower. Now, bear with me, I don't know what air traffic control towers look like. I've never been in one. I don't know. I've been to a fair few airports, but I've never experienced an air traffic control tower. So I have no idea whether that's an accurate representation of one. I just wanted to put it there just for the realistic look and to fill space, okay? Don't come at me if it doesn't look like it is meant to. But yeah, I tried, okay? I tried. As well, just bear in mind, like, this might not look like airports you've been to. Like, it might not look like every airport you've ever known of. Like, every airport is different. Like, I've been to some airports that are really fresh and are really modern and like really like tiled, and I've been to other airports where they're really quite old and a bit, they need doing up a little bit. Like, a lot of airports that I go to, well, this is in the UK, I could say. A lot of the big ones are like very white, and I think this is like quite a recurring trend in airports. Like, they're very white, like everything's white, like not clinical, but very white. How many times have I said white already? Like, very just clean and fresh and no like distracting colours almost. So I try to keep that trend going, like especially on the bottom floor where you check in, and even more so where there's security, because when you're going through security in an airport, I don't think there's any windows, is there? I don't think there is. I didn't add any windows because I thought like there won't be windows in security, but I can't really remember, but I don't think there are windows in security. I'm not sure, but in there it is always it's very stark. There's nothing on the walls except posters saying, this is what you need to show us, this is what you need to take out your bags, stuff like that. So I try to keep it how I know airports, but there are airports I've been to also that are very like carpet. They've got like bright blue carpet on the floor and like very like orangey mustardy walls. So the airports everywhere are different, so bear that in mind. This might not look like your airport or an airport you've been to, but it does kind of look like airports I've been to, so just gotta put that out there. As well, with the CC, I will link that down below. I feel like that was a good addition to the build. I don't know what I was going to say first, like with the CC, but I felt like the CC really added to the build, so hence why I'll link it down below in case you want to like check it out, because it is really good. And I was actually really shocked. I found the airplane CC, like the big Boeing, what is it, like a Boeing 747 whatever, it's just a Boeing plane, and I found that and I was like, this looks really good, but I'm not sure like how it's gonna look in game. When you get something on like a Tumblr page or some CEC for Sims or a mod, and you look at it and you're like, surely that's too good to be true. Come on, that's amazing. And then I got it and I was like, oh my gosh, this is actually really good. Like, it's really big, and I just thought whoever made that has some serious skill to be able to make it. Must be a new mesh as well, unless it's been like transformed from like a toy. to make that is some good CC creating there. I am telling you, like, I can barely recolor a hair. Like, in fact, I can't. Not even barely recolor. I just can't recolor a hair, let alone make a freaking plane for The Sims 4. So that's some really good CC as well. The only other piece of CC I used was the suitcase, because I don't know, I feel like you need suitcases in a airport, because you're going to take your luggage when you're going on holiday, surely. So I just put that around like it's been left, or like it's been left by Sims kind of thing, just to make it look a little bit more a little bit more realistic. I like it, and that is also really good CC. You can get poses that go with it, and I love them. They're really good. So I'll try and link that too. I'll try and find them. If I have found the links, they'll be in the description. If I haven't, then I'm sorry. I tried. But anyway, now we're moving on to the actual airport builds. In fact, I would like to know where you guys... Oh, there you go. Little glimpse of the... Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Oh my goodness, Katie. That was a little glimpse of the plane there. I'd actually like to know what airports you guys have been to. Like, what is your favourite airport you've been to? I don't know what my favourite airport is. I don't know. Like, I've been to in the UK, I've only ever been to 2 airports, I believe. 3 maybe. I think I've been to Manchester, East Midlands, and Luton. I think they're the 3 airports in the UK I've gone to. And then obviously the destination airports, like where I've flown to for my holidays. So I would like to know where you've been on holiday. Where's your favourite places to go? So, because it's really interesting. You get people who are like, oh, I really like going to this place. And then there's people that like going to really like places you wouldn't expect to go, like not traditionally touristy places. And you're like, oh, that's quite interesting, because a lot of people go to things like places like, well, from the UK anyway, like Spain is quite a popular tourist destination. Like, I've been to Spain quite a few times. Things like Portugal, just like your traditional touristy destinations, and they're really nice. But I've always wanted to have a chance to go to more places you won't perhaps expect you to say, oh, where are you going on your summer holiday? Like, I don't know, perhaps just like Iceland or something. I don't know, some places that are perhaps not as touristy, or I don't know. I honestly generally don't know what I'm saying right now, but just places where it's a bit different, as much as I love going to the touristy places like Mallorca and things, I would also like to try and go to other places where you wouldn't expect. There we go, Katie, you've said that about a million times, but we got there in the end. So I saw actually Marzia, I'm probably saying her name wrong, I say every name wrong, Marzia and PewDiePie, it sounds so weird when I say it, because I can never say things right. I saw their vlog anyway, and they went to Iceland, and it looked beautiful, and now I really want to go there. I'm like, please can we go to Iceland, because it looks so cute. It was like, it's summer, yet it was cold there, and I wouldn't mind, because I don't really overly like the heat. Like, if I'm on holiday, I don't mind it, but overall the heat is not something I really crave. Like, I don't mind the cold, I actually quite like the cold. So I would actually really like to go there now, because it looked like a really pretty place to go. There was a lot of scenery, and although, like I said, it wasn't warm, it looked really nice and really different. It was a different place to go, like thinking outside of the box, so that is somewhere on my list to go. I've always wanted to go to, I'm not quite sure where it is. I've been wanting to go here for quite some time now. It's in Japan. I'm not quite sure what region it is, but where they have the snow festivals. It's in like February, like it's only like a week or so in February, and they like make massive like snow castles, and they are really big snow sculptures, like massive, but they're so impressive. And I've always wanted to go to Japan anyway, because it looks really cute, but they are just beautiful, and I've always wanted to go to Japan and look at these snow sculptures, but I've never had the chance to, unfortunately. So hopefully in a few years time, or whenever I get the chance to, I'll try and go there, because it does look like a really nice place. I've also wanted to see this blossom, when they have the blossom trees out, that looks really nice too. It just looks like a really nice place to go. However, I think it's quite far. I'm not sure how long the flight is actually from here. It's quite a few hours. I mean, the longest flight I've been on is 9 hours, and 9 hours, and that's to America. So I've been on, I would say that's quite a long flight, to be honest, but I've not been on, like, I don't think I could handle going on a plane for, like, 24 hours. Like, well, I could handle it, but I would get really, really tired, because if you're anything like me, I love going on, like, planes and stuff. Like, I like doing it. Like, I'm not scared of planes. Like, I would go on a plane any day. Like, they're really cool. But I can't sleep in anywhere except my own bed. Like, I can sleep in hotels, but I take like a day or so to get used to it. But on planes, I just can't sleep. I can't sleep in cars, anything. Like, it's just it's not a good thing, because really, if you're on like a flight that's really long and it's at night time, you would want to sleep, right? Because it's night. When you wake up, you feel refreshed and things. Me, no, I can't, because A, it's not comfortable. B, there's like a few hundred people around you, and I don't like the idea of that. And then it's just, I can't do it. It's just something that doesn't work for me. So that's probably why I won't be so good with longer flights. And I suppose once you've been on a few, though, I bet you get used to it. But I've never been on like one of these really long flights. Although I'd really like to go to Australia. It takes like 24 hours to get there, though. It's like it's really far away. I don't know. I dread to think how long it would take to get to, like, how long does it take to get from, like, America to Australia? I don't know. I really want to, like, Google all of these things now. Like, we're sitting here by yourself, or by myself, should I say, for a good half an hour. It really does open up some questions, you know. You start thinking, oh, what about this? What about that? And you just want to Google it and find out. It's just, I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I'm really bad at voiceovers, in case you haven't noticed. I am so bad at voiceovers. Let's talk about that. How bad Katie is at voiceovers. Great subject there, Katie, to talk about. There's just something about them. Like, I get distracted so easily. And when you're doing a Let's Play, it's kind of different because you're playing a game. You're really focusing. But with this, no. I've tried to do this voiceover like quite a few times already, and it just hasn't gone well. It hasn't gone well. By the way, I think I've cut bits out around here, so if you wonder why it jumps or whatever, or why things like have changed, that's probably because I had to cut a bit out because I don't want it to be too long. But like, people keep going up and down stairs, like my mum or my dad, and it distracts me, or like my dog's bark and I'm like, damn it, what? Or like I hear something outside or whatever, or like I really need a drink. It's just, I'm not a good voiceover, but I really want to do more speed builds, though. That's the oh my gosh, Katie, stop. I can't help it. I mess up as well. It's just, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I cannot speak. But as I was about to say, damn it, I really want to do more speed builds recently. I don't know, because I've always been more Let's Plays and things, and like machinimas, or like my dig. But I really want to do more speed builds, because I feel like my machinimas, like, I really like making them. Like, that's something I really want to do more often. But as well, building, I've never really done it that much, and I want to. Like, it's something I really want to get into and do a bit more, because I've really enjoyed doing it recently, and I've actually enjoyed it more than playing recently, surprisingly, because I've always been a player, not a builder, because building has never really been my forte. But recently, I just feel like with The Sims 4, I can get bored of it easily. Like, it's just my opinion, you know, I can easily get bored of it. But with building, because I don't do it often, I find it quite refreshing and exciting to do. So you're probably gonna be seeing more speed builds on this channel in the upcoming weeks and months, hopefully. I'm still gonna do my Let's Plays, obviously, because I don't want to just leave them halfway like I have done before, because that's terrible. But yeah, that is what mini update, I guess. As for the Let's Plays, I'm just going to tell you when, like, some of them will be ending and things. So I currently have 5 Let's Plays going. I have Parenthood, Love Island, City Living, Black Widow, and 100 Baby. And I'm planning on ending City Living at episode 30. You guys will know that if you follow the series. And we're on episode 29. Well, episode 29 is coming up, so we have 2 episodes of that left, which is really sad. It's took me like a year to do, like, 29 episodes, which is terrible. I really need to speed up my Let's Play game. But I'm planning on ending. Of course, I'm going to keep going with the Black Widow and 100 Baby until I finish the challenge, even if that takes me years and years and years. I'm still going to go with them until I finish it. And then with the Parenthood, I feel like I want to see where that story takes us. Like, I'm not sure how long that Let's Play will be, but I'm really enjoying that one currently, even though we're on episode 5. Yeah, it came out in like May. Yeah, because it came out in May, because it came out whilst I was on holiday and I was really mad about it. So that was May. June, July, August, September. That is 4 months, Katie, and you're on episode 5. Episode 5 is coming up. Oh, I'm so bad at recording Let's Plays. Honestly, I'm so sorry. That is bad. That has only just clicked how bad that is. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, but I really want to see where that goes. So hopefully it might not be as long. It might not be like a really long one. Perhaps it might go up to like 15 parts, probably. That'll be next year, you guys. Yeah, probably about 2 years from now. No, probably up to around 15 parts. But like I said, if I get really into the story and I'm really enjoying it, I'm obviously not going to end it. So we'll see how that goes. And as for Love Island, I'm trying to keep that like a mid-length one as well. Like, I don't want it to get really long and repetitive. I know a lot of you guys like that one. I know that one's quite a few people's favorites though, so I really like that one too. It's on episode 6, I want to say 6. Is it 6? I hope it's 6. I think it's around 6. So yeah. That one will probably be around 20 episodes, I would say, because we're on episode 6 and we still have like 7 sims left. But I want to find a new way of coupling them up. So, Katie, you've got 11 minutes left. What else have I got to talk about? I'm really messing up now. I like really need a drink, but I feel like it's just weird to start drinking halfway through, you know? I don't know why, because I know people do it, and it's not weird when they do it, but I feel like if I stop and start drinking, it's just going to be weird and awkward, you know? I'm just that kind of person. It just doesn't work for me. Now, what you're seeing here gets completely changed. Like, I keep the check-in desks. I really like the way, like, the suitcases are going into the flaps. Like, I really liked that. Not to toot my own horn or anything, because I don't like tooting my own horn, but I was really proud of that. But that doesn't stay the way it looks, because at first I thought it looked nice, then I came back and I was just like, boy, that's just ugly, that's just not good. So I deleted them signs and got like the big billboards. Let's talk about the billboards. Them billboards that have like the planes on are perfect. They are absolutely perfect. I love them. They are so good, and I was so happy to have found them. They made this build. Look, you don't see them yet. You don't see them yet. I was just going to say, look, you can see them there, and you can't see them yet, but you will see them in a minute. And I am very happy with how they ended up looking, because they fit the build perfectly. I don't really see what other kind of build you would use them in, because they're so big and so like, they're not the best. You won't put them in a residential for sure. But I think for this build, they were amazing. Like, they were a godsend, basically. So you missed me doing the railings for the queuing up bit, just because I was struggling editing the footage and I had to cut it once, because if I cut it more than once, like this one piece of film was 40 minutes, and if I like split it more than once, my editor crashed, so I had to choose a stop-off point. So you've missed me doing the railings, but I don't think the railings were all that exciting anyway, so you know, you didn't miss too much going on there. But yeah, I just added in railings, like with little signs. I do change that all in a minute anyway. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that or how I'm going to do that, but I do end up changing it and making the lanes like bigger. Now, I do also add in quite a bit more seating, because I feel like in airports there is so much seating, like everywhere. There is seats you can sit down on, and I feel like I needed more of that, especially downstairs in the lobby. I don't know why, I just wanted more seats. Now, what you see to the right there, that is going to be a coffee shop. Now, you don't see that in this video, you'll see it next time, but that is going to be a coffee shop where it's kind of like a Starbucksy vibe, you know. I wanted to go for that, because you tend to find Starbucks and is it Cafe Nero? I don't even know how you say it. And like Costa and things like that, you tend to find them in a lot of airports. So you have to have the coffee shop. You also definitely always have a WH Smith. Like wherever you go, there's always a WH WH Smith in the airport. So I tried to add a WH Smith kind of shop upstairs. There's also a clothes shop upstairs, I believe. What was that? I believe. And there's also security upstairs. And there's bathrooms upstairs as well as these bathrooms downstairs. You can perhaps see them on the right there, just above the coffee shop. Now, it took me so long to figure out the lights as well, because I always have to have my lights even. Like, I have to have them looking good. And they just weren't being even. Like, they just weren't looking good. I remember when I used to play The Sims 3, because The Sims 3, my mum used to play as well. Like, she actually got me into it when I was really little, and she used to play it too. She doesn't play anymore, so it's just me. But oh my gosh, I can't. Oh god damn it, goodness damn it, I mean, sorry, I just can't handle speaking for so long. I'm sorry, I mess up all the time. But no, when me and my mum used to play, I remember I would like get a house and I would just like spam lights everywhere. Like, I'd put them not looking symmetrical, and she was like, Katie, you can't leave the lights like that. The lights, not the likes. But hey, talking about likes, if you wanna, no, I'm not gonna do like a plug there. She was like, Katie, you can't leave the lights like that. Oh, it looks so ugly. And I was like, it's fine, as long as the house is lit up, it don't matter. And now I think I understand her pain. Like, I understand where she was coming from now, because I just can't stand it. The light has to be even, and it took me so long to get it right. Like, oh my gosh, don't even talk to me about it. It was terrible. I also find in airports that they have like little patches of carpet. I don't know whether that's just me, but I added little patches of carpet to kind of brighten it up and to make it a bit more not so the same, because I felt like the walls were all white and the floor was all grey and the chairs were all black, and I didn't like that. I wanted to have, so I added more black carpet. No. Yeah, I made it more bland and black. No. I added the carpet. It's actually a brown tone, which I thought mellowed it nicely. Like, it went from kind of being very stark white and very deep greys and blacks to kind of toning it and making it a bit warmer with the brown. I don't know, I'm talking absolute rubbish. But here we go, my favourite signs of all time. That just sounded weird then. It looks like you're kind of like flying to Windenburg. Look, are you flying to Oasis Springs? Are you flying to whatever other world you can think of? And I really liked that. I thought it was cute. I also like this other one with the man and woman like getting ready to go on vacation. I just really liked it. And then on the end there we have the VIP entrance, because they tend to have like a separate queue for like the bloody premium people, the ones that pay like a lot of money to be priority or whatever. So I added that one in. Never in that queue myself though. But yeah, I added that in just for the realism effect. I also really like the lot that this is on. It's on the 64x64 on the Windenburg Island, because I feel like the way it's set looks really good. Like the plane taking off over the sea. I really like how that looked. Right, I have 5 minutes left. Just 5 minutes left of talking. And then we are done. It is such you don't even realize how hard it is to talk for half an hour. Like, you probably think it's really easy to just sit and talk for half an hour, but it is easy to talk for half an hour, but it isn't easy to talk for half an hour and make sense and not sound like an idiot, you know, which somehow I do all the time. Like, I don't make sense when I'm talking for this long. It's just, that's why I keep my Let's Plays short. I keep my Let's Plays around not half an hour. Around 17 to 20 minutes each. Like, that's where they kind of linger in, just because I don't want them to be too long, and I just mess up if I get like too long videos, so as you can tell right now. And usually my builds are around that length too. Like, pretty much all my videos are around that length, whereas this one is 27 minutes, so this is a long one. The only video I've done which is this long was the current household update, and even then I like stopped halfway, went in at food and came back and did it, because like I can't do it for that long. But today your girl is doing a half an hour video. Can you believe it? No. Here I go with the luggage look. I'm adoring the luggage. Like I said, I'll link it. It is beautiful. There are so many colours as well, and there's different sizes. There's ones that sit up, there's ones that lay down, there's small ones, there's big ones. It's just really cute. Now these bathrooms are probably a little bit fancy for an airport, because usually, well, they're okay airport bathrooms, but they usually aren't very nice. Like, they smell really weird. Yeah, exactly. So they're probably a little bit fancy looking, but I think they're fine. They're pretty cute bathrooms. Anyway, getting that save in there, Katie. I was making sure I was saving this because there was no way my game was going to crash after I'd done all of this. But my words, if my game crashed whilst I was doing this, I would full on have uninstalled because that would have flipped me so hard. Like, the other week, I was doing a build that I really liked, and my game never really crashes anymore. Like, it's really good now. Like, there was a time where it used to crash every single day, and it wasn't good. Whereas now, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It doesn't really do it. And the other week, I was doing a build, and I really liked it, and then it crashed, and I was really annoyed. So, always save your game, kids. That is like my words of wisdom. We need that on a shirt, okay? We need merch ideas. Get a t-shirt. This is my idea, by the way. Nobody go stealing it. No, only joking. No, but like, you could have a t-shirt and it'll say like, remember to save your game, kids. You know, like, don't do drugs, kids, but like, remember to save your game, kids, because that is words of wisdom, okay? That is the advice you need in life. Not, you know, that is the advice you need, okay? I'm seriously considering. I wouldn't make it because nobody would buy it, but I would love the idea of making it and having people buying it. So here I go, adding in doors. They're exactly the same. They're just a bog standard bathroom. It's nothing much to see, but I added it in anyway because I don't know why. Because like I said, glitchy editor just had to leave it be right now. So anyway, I will add screenshots to the end of this video of just the exterior and like the downstairs. Nothing too exciting. Of course, I'm not going to show you the upstairs yet because that's for the next video. So hopefully you'll come back next time if I haven't scared you off already. And hopefully you all enjoyed watching this video because I sure did enjoy making it. So I'm sorry about the really bad voiceover, by the way. I'm just in a really weird mood and like I've not been feeling too good the last few days. And it's just, it isn't good. So I'm really genuinely sorry about that, but I hope you all enjoyed. Remember to tell me about your holiday adventures in the comments down below, and I hope you are all well and excited for autumn because I sure am. I mean, it's almost my birthday, well, like in a month and like, well, almost 2 months, but hey, it's almost my birthday. It's all spooky, it's almost Halloween, and it's almost Christmas. It's all good. It's getting all festive up in it. So thank you. I'm trying to I don't know when this video is gonna end, so I'm trying to prolong the outro, but also not, if you get what I mean. I think we're literally about to just go onto the screenshots right now, and you can just see an outside little view that isn't moving. There we go. There's the beautiful toilets we have there. Always nice to see a good toilet shot. Here's the exterior. Hopefully you all enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because I really do love to hear what you've got to say. If you have suggestions, anything like that, please don't forget to comment them down below, and please don't forget to subscribe because it really does mean the world to me. And I will see you guys in the next, hopefully better video of mine. So bye guys.